Hello and welcome to another locations tip video. Today we're going to be focusing on Redfeather Falls, and I'm going to show you 3 of my favorite places to hunt on the map, and we'll cover a variety of species. The first one is actually super easy to get to, and I cannot take credit for finding. My friend JRod890 is actually the one that found this place, but as you can see it's super close to the lodge, so we're going to walk over there. Normally you'll get moose, whitetail, the occasional bear will roam around here, and actually a surprising number of blacktail tend to show up here, so we'll go sit for like 10-15 minutes and see what shows up. Alright, so we're approaching the tree stand. We just got a whitetail buck grunt, so we'll hop up here, see what he looks like. Actually, I think I can hear him, so he's definitely close by. I haven't called. I've called for moose. I had a cow moose call on the way in, but I did not call for deer, so I guess he's just walking this direction. But fortunately we're close enough we can just hop up in and we shouldn't spook him. Yep, there he is. 110 to 130 score estimate, but a good start. Actually, we can just take him right there. So when we get him, I'll show you the location on the map, or rather the exact coordinates on the map. Alright. So there are the coordinates. I'll try to remember to put them on the screen. So, we'll sit here for a while longer. Keep calling and see what else shows up. Alright, so the cow moose that I said about earlier is coming in. We'll go ahead and get our pulser ready. We'll see if she'll stop before she gets to us, so hopefully we don't have to take her from directly under us. She'll just stay still for a moment. I can't really see her heart, but it looks like we got a heart shot. So I think we'll hang around for maybe one more animal, and then we'll move on to the next spot. Alright, so we've actually got a pretty nice whitetail buck coming in. 145 to 170 score estimate for our last animal out of this stand, unless something shows up in the next couple of seconds. I think we can just take that 25-meter shot. Are we standing? No, we are crouched. I was going to try to crouch down and be able to see a bit better, but we'll just squeeze it in there. And down he goes. Alright, so we've actually been in the hunt for just over 15 minutes and probably in the stand for around 10. And we have 3 animals, 2 whitetail bucks and the moose, and then one of the whitetail bucks was actually quite nice. So this is actually a really good spot, as close to the lodge as it is. So it's great if like you don't want to spend the money to get a tree stand and a tent. You can just get the tree stand and you're right close to the lodge. It's just a quick like 220 meter walk, and you're right into where there tends to be a lot of animals. So I have recently, when I'm doing homework, I'll just go sit in that stand and call. I killed, I think it was a 209.7 bull moose. Just he came walking through while I was doing my homework, and I called him in and dropped him on the spot. So that's one of those types of stands where you can just sit and wait, and you don't have to entirely focus on the hunt if you're unable. And it's also a place that you can just sit there and keep calling, and animals will tend to show up for quite a while. So definitely a nice spot. Again, it's kind of like a cheaper one. You don't have to have the tent, and I suppose you could put like a tower or a tripod or something here, but it's always nice to have the tree stand because you can have animals go directly under you and not spook, at least not nearly as easily. 162 score on our buck, so not bad. Alright, I think that looks pretty good for in the shade. So, we'll move on to our next spot. Alright, so I have started a new hunt to go to our second location because I didn't want to use a ton of camping supplies to fast travel. But, it is a pretty well known fact that this area right here is really good for elk. Actually, there is a permanent tree stand there, a tower icon on the map, but it's basically a tree stand. So I figured I would include this in case you didn't know about it, and because I was going for like a variety of different species, I do feel like this is the best consistent place to go for elk, at least that I have set up. So we'll go ahead and fast travel over there and see how it goes. And just like that, we got a bull elk here. This area also is pretty good for black-tailed deer and the occasional white-tailed deer. We definitely want to stay low in case there's anything else around. I don't know. I don't hunt this place quite as often as I do. Oh, we've got a cow here as well. Actually, I'm going to stay on the bull's trail, though. I don't hunt this place quite as often as I hunt the other ones, just because I tend to like to hunt deer a bit more than elk. As much as I like hunting elk, I still do prefer deer a bit more. So, I don't know if we'll sit in this place for quite as long. But I think we'll give it a good 20 minutes at least. And the good thing is we definitely have a bull elk nearby, so hopefully he comes in. Well, if this doesn't sell it to you, I don't know what will. We've got elk everywhere. A small bull here, a couple of cows. You can see a lot of them are behind trees right now. There's still more movement. There's another cow. Got something coming in behind us I didn't even know was here. Nor can I see it. Oh, you know what? That's what I heard. Okay. I forgot there was water out in front of us too. But there's also a really nice bull. Unfortunately, he's kind of in the back. So we'll have to see if they're going to come to the scent I put down. If this bull starts to get close to us, we're going to go ahead and use the gun. What I would think is going to happen is we'll take out one of these front ones, and hopefully the back ones back here will hang back long enough that our shot's not going to spook them. It'll spook the ones that are close by and the ones in the back and keep coming in. But we're going to see what these guys want to do. Okay, that one is getting rather close. Should at least load the gun. Definitely want to get that big guy with the... Thanks for interrupting me. I definitely want to get this guy with the bow. And it looks like we're going to be able to do that. And then we're going to immediately switch to the 300 and see if we can get maybe one more. Looks like that spooked about everything. Not a great shot. I couldn't get my breath held. Whoa. Boom. Got him. Either him or the cow. One of the two definitely went down. Let's see if that's... I think I see the antlers there. Cool. Alright, so that's going to pretty much wrap up this spot. Oh, I'll show you the coordinates in case you do want the exact location if you don't already know. But it does show up on the map. My tent's kind of in the way, but you can see it's the same icon as this. Right there. But you can't really see it because of my tent. But yeah, great spot for elk. As you can see, we called in like 9 just now, in a matter of like 4 or 5 minutes, if that. So we'll go ahead and grab this guy. I think he was like 300 to 395 score estimate. A really nice frame, but not so great on the back tines. 319, not too bad. Alright, looking pretty good. Even got the stand in the background. So yeah, as I said, definitely a really nice spot. One thing you probably could do, excuse me, you probably could do if you're really focused on elk hunting, you could throw a tree stand up somewhere right around here, maybe like in this tree or something like that, just so you can have cows walk directly under you, especially if you don't want to have to use scent or be consistently getting out of your stand or anything like that. But if you just want a place that you can go to, and again, it's kind of cheaper than some setups because you do have the permanent tower there, so you just have the price of the tent, as opposed to, again, the price of the tent and tree stand, tripod, or blind. But yeah, 2 bull elk down, 1 really nice one, and 1 quite small one. So we'll grab this guy, and we'll move on to our final location. Also, if we'd had those 2 groups split up a bit better, we could have killed at least 1 bull and then like maybe 3 or 4 cows, if that worked out properly. Oh, we actually had a brain shot on the second one. I didn't realize that's what happened. 76 score. Not too bad. So I have to start another hunt because I did just fast travel. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and I'll show you the third location. Alright, so our last location is our most expensive setup, if you want to look at it that way. I'll show you on the map. Well, he's actually in the direction we're going, so maybe we'll get him along the way. Actually, we can just hop in this tree stand, but I'll show you where we're actually going, because this stand is not it. We're going to go right down here to where my bear barrel is. There's generally a lot of blacktail and, of course, black bear. The bear barrel is only at like 1%. I just filled it about an hour ago specifically for this video. So, I don't know if there'll actually be any down there. But also, very common to see moose around here, and occasionally you will get Roosevelt elk, as we just heard one. I do have this tree stand here specifically for that because it's quite common to get blacktail grunts or even does, which generally I would ignore, or you get a bull elk to bugle, so definitely nice. We'll go ahead and sit here, kind of like a bonus spot. I guess I'll show you the coordinates of where I have the tent itself and this tree stand. So there you go, and we'll wait for our bull elk to come in. So as expected from the amount of bugling we got from this guy, he's not all that big. But he's definitely bigger than the second bull that we harvested in the last spot. And again, he's a bull elk, and it's just another animal that's here. Kind of just on our way to the spot. We could have just like slowly made our way towards the spot and gotten this guy. But you never know when it's going to be a group of bulls. So it was probably better to just wait it out in the tree stand. Well, I guess it wasn't in this case, but it could have been. Better safe than sorry, generally. 176 score, and we'll head down to the actual spot. Alright, we've got a bear right out here in front of us, and we're not even really near the stand. We're still a solid 200 meters away. But I think we're going to get a shot at him. Oh, yeah. Walking right in front of us broadside. Actually, it's a rather small female that we did not make a perfect shot on. I think we were a bit low. Hopefully we caught a lung. She is kind of ambling down towards the tree stand. We'll see what we have for blood. It is intestines, and there's a bull moose. I think we're going to go ahead and continue down to the actual setup. That bear is going to probably slow down. I'm going to go ahead and keep track of where it goes, and we'll track it down at the end. And I think we'll just kind of call every now and then on our way down here for the moose, and hopefully he can come in to the stand. Alright, so the bear that we intestine hit is just right up here. She actually went down not too far from where we last saw her. I don't know if she circled back. Doesn't look like it. She's facing down the hill. We had stomach intestine. It was a 4-minute wound time, so she definitely, that scared me. She definitely did not take too long to expire because we did catch both intestine organs. But yeah, not bad. Alright, we are in our stand, and we've got a black bear coming to the barrel. Actually a pretty solid one, 17 to 21 score estimate. Relatively low weight estimate, so I'd say he's closer to 17 than 21. But it's a solid male. There's another female out here. It is not all that big. 13 to 17, 90 to 120 weight estimate. There's a bull moose out here behind us. I don't know. I haven't seen him. But we're going to go for the bear because we can call in the moose, and I think it's far enough back that it won't speak from this. So he should just stop since he's at the barrel. Anytime now. He's down. The other bear didn't even hear it. I have not seen any sign of blacktail, which is actually quite surprising. Generally, they're just littered around here. Like, you can easily have 3 herds all within render at the same time. There's our moose. Not all that big. We might call him down here after we get this bear. Alright, so our second black bear is coming in. The reason I like this spot so much, I need to show you the coordinates. is because you can see very well from here, especially on this side. You can see pretty much the whole way around until you're looking off in this direction. And actually, this bear is in range. She'll stop. Should be around 40 meters. Hit a bit high. Hopefully we got single lung. But anyway, it's quite common to have blacktail out here, and that's just in render. So you can see and get calls from over in that direction. And you can do it in several different ways. Oh, I forgot about the bull moose that's over there. I'm going to try to call him in. That should give that bear some time to either expire or to come back. The reason I like this spot specifically is you don't have to cross water to get to the tree stand, especially for barrel hunting. So you're not spooking everything to get in close for a bow barrel hunt. As you can see, I came from directly in that direction, directly from the north, and I did not have to cross any water to get here, so I was able to prone straight to the tree stand and didn't spook anything. So I think this is the best place I can find where I can get really good vision and still don't have to cross any water to get to the stand. So that's why I find this spot to be so good. It's quite common to have a barrel up here, but the reason I included this is because of this exact location where you can see quite well and again be able to sneak into the spot. So that bear is clearly not happy that we shot it. Let's see, that must have been more like 30-35 meters. We almost caught the spine. Yeah, we got a bull moose coming in, and maybe we'll be able to get a blacktail or two, but we'll see. Alright, so our bull moose is here. He just wanted to tell you himself, apparently. And as expected, we do have at least a blacktail doe coming in from that direction. Hopefully it's a group, and maybe there's going to be a buck with her. But that remains to be seen. Let's go ahead and take our shot on this guy. And down he goes. As far as our bear, she's just kind of chilling out there. Hasn't really moved that far. Alright, so our bear is actually working her way back. We do have some blacktail behind us. One is a buck, but he's relatively small. But we'll see if we can get this bear without spooking the buck. Need to not shoot too high this time. Solid hit. Yeah, she went down right there. The buck didn't spook, so we'll call him in. Maybe we can get one of the two does that's with him, but we'll see. Alright, so our blacktail buck has arrived. Just 70 to 110 score estimate. Again, not all that big, but we'll take him. So we'll see if he'll give us a stopped shot. That's what I like to see. Down he goes. And the does have no idea what just happened, and they'll keep coming in. So yeah, I think every species that I've mentioned has been to this place. I said about the elk, they were, well, the only one that we did see was up by the tent, but we've had blacktail here, we've had moose here, and we've had black bear here. I have had like the very rare occasion where a whitetail will end up here, but that's just, usually it's like a weird spawn or when the game's been running for a while. That can happen then. But usually blacktail are very common here, as well as the moose. But again, elk don't like always show up, but it's relatively common. So our second doe's down. I think to speed things up, we'll go ahead and use the 300 on the last one. As soon as she crests this hill. Actually, while she is, let's take a quick look around. I don't see any movement. I tend to scan without binoculars because usually you can catch movement and you do have a wider field of view. Although with a larger monitor that can be a bit of a problem, actually covering the entire area with your eyes. And at this point she's actually close enough. We could just use the bow, because I was talking and looking around for too long. I do think she's going to want to start walking. But she's down. So, we'll go ahead and collect up what we got. Solid bull moose, 115 score. Go ahead and run. This is our buck. Actually, it was a lucky drop shot, right lung, liver, and stomach. 90 score, quite small. Couple of does. Actually, that was closer than I thought on both shots. This one was lucky, we just got the very top neck bone. Did I grab the moose that was back here? I think so, yeah. So we've got a couple of bear. I'll grab the female first, because I do want to see where the second shot impacted her, that she just ran for a few steps before going down. So we had, we actually had a spine shot on the first shot, and she just walked around and survived for 9 minutes. Wow. Then we had left lung, intestine, stomach on the second shot. That is quite surprising, and honestly, I aimed for 40 meters and she was at 36, so I must have been aiming high to begin with. But that's interesting that she survived for that long and didn't lay down. Guess you learn something new every day. But here is our male bear. 19.9 score. I think that's worth a trophy shot to end off this video. Alright, so it's time to draw the winner of the next subscriber hunt. Macho Buffalo never got back to me, but if you're watching this, I still owe you one, so message me and we will get that one done. But for now, we're picking another one to keep things moving, so let's go ahead and run this program and do that. Let me copy and paste this so you guys can see it. So the winner of the subscriber hunt is Waterfowl Slayer 23, so congratulations. I will message you on the Hunter. Just get back to me so I know you got it, and we will try to set up a time to record. And yeah, congratulations once again. Alright, so I think this looks pretty good. The lighting is not perfect, but we'll take it. So yeah, this stand is definitely really good. It is a bit more expensive to actually do the setup, because you do need the tent and the stand, and then there was actually the other stand up at the tent, which is not necessary at all, but it is nice to have. But yeah, we did have the elk up at the tent, and then we had the black bear, the black-tailed deer, and the moose all come into the stand in a relatively short amount of time. So it's definitely a great spot to just sit and call, and then you can just wait for bears to come into the barrel. So definitely a really nice spot if you don't want to actively walk around and hunt, or even if you're busy doing something and you just want to have a game running while you're working on something. You can just sit and call. It's really nice, and you can definitely get some nice kills doing so. But with that, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you in the next one.